In 2003, Arnaldo Moscoso Jr., who hails from Eastern Samar, graduated from UPOU with a diploma in mathematics teaching. As representative of the graduating class, he uttered these words in his message, and I quote, "We all know of the story of a provinciano who X's out a college degree from a provincial state college and who, after graduation, looks for a job to keep body and soul together and to help the family survive. Soon, he gets married, but stays in the same job, in the same office. If he was born under a lucky star, he might get a scholarship, or he enrolls at the nearest college or university, but without expecting academic excellence to come with the academic units earned." He continues to say, "I was spared this destiny of academic mediocrity. UPOU provided the mechanism for me to earn the most excellent advanced education in the countryside, while sparing me from being uprooted from my day-to-day world. With UPOU, we provincianos can enter the superhighway of world-class education and at the same time apply what we are learning in our homes and provinces by making excellent learning accessible in the countryside. UPOU has planted seeds of growth where they will bear the most fruit for our country." These words are very special to me because they embody the very reason for which the UP Open University was established. Not only that it affirms our decision to adopt online learning in 2001 as a means to enrich the learning experiences of our students as well as reach learners in areas where we cannot afford to hold face-to-face study sessions. In fact, Mr. Moscoso is one of those students who would not have enrolled with UPOU if it were not for its online mode of delivery. In the last 18 years, I have seen the evolution of distance education in the university. When UPOU was established in 1995, our approach was to teach primarily through standalone modules in print. With the rise of Web 2.0, Internet users have been transformed from mere consumers to producers of knowledge. As a response, we maximized the wide array of resources in the web, not only to deliver update content, but also to create interactive learning activities. These innovations have provided our students with a vast opportunity to develop their ability to discriminate information, think critically, respect other people's ideas, develop innovative solutions, work in diverse groups, and other skills needed in the dynamic 21st century. Since we shifted to online learning in 2001, UPOU has developed its own culture of open and distance education, one that is unique to its content as an open university that is part of a national university. We have developed our own set of practices and forged values that we developed our own set of practices. And we now describe it as what we term as open and distance e-learning, or ODEL. As a worldview, ODEL draws from the features and affordances provided by open learning, distance education, and e-learning. Access and equity, resource sharing, learner-centeredness, flexibility, active learning, interactivity, ubiquity, and connectivity. Some of these features, like access and equity, are more in tune with open learning. Others, like learner centeredness, flexibility, active learning, are shared by the three domains. And ubiquity, interactivity, and connectivity are more of e learning's contributions. These affordances and features enable UPOU's teaching and learning and research functions. In addition to these teaching and learning features, the UPOU community is also infused with values that underpin the universitas: excellence, academic freedom, humanism, intellectual pluralism, democracy, and service to society. These are the same values which we have come to associate with the University of the Philippines, of which UPOU is a part. Together, all these elements are embedded and facilitated by network information and communication technologies, or ICTs, and make up what I refer to as open and distance e-learning, or ODEL. When properly harnessed, the intervening of these components can bring about social transformation, both in the individual and societal levels. Facing me now are the products of this evolution. You, the graduating class of 2014, are a testament to the potentials of open and distance e-learning as an educational approach and as a set of values to guide us by and as a community of scholars. Your experiences as a student in UPOU have put you in a special position. Open and distance e-learning has given you the opportunity to learn not only from your teachers, but also from each other and from your community of practice. Online learning has enabled people from diverse backgrounds and geographical locations to interact with one another and in the process create new knowledge and build global learning communities. In a way, open and distance e-learning has brought you closer to a dynamic and open world. We now live in a highly connected and constantly shifting networked society. As others have said, it's also a flatter world. Flatter in the sense that the playing field has become more level due to the freer movement of ideas, products, and people resulting from a networked society. There is another factor that helped bring about a more interconnected world: the recent advances in information and communication technology, a world that is digitized. When we withdraw money from ATM, book for cheaper flights on the web, Google anything we cannot comprehend, and you were taking shots earlier with this long, uh, what is that? Yes, to share your selfies with our friends in social media. We are reminded by the fact that we indeed live in a networked world. In this networked society, information, products, and other transactions transpire in a click of a button. But just as our lives have become easier with these technologies, the networked world has also given rise to a number of social issues: cyberbullying, hate speeches, intellectual dishonesty, and so on. Just like any other social environment, the web can be a space for both creation and destruction. It is subject to the same convergent and divergent forces that are at play in any other social space. We can ask ourselves, this is very important, whether we have contributed spaces for those who are marginalized and for those who are not heard. In the end, the web offers us an opportunity to accomplish tasks and enact changes depending on how we engage with this, and it can be a force for empowerment if we wish it to be. The web's ubiquity and accessibility has given people from all sorts of backgrounds to express their views and ultimately promote public discourse, which is essential in strengthening and sustaining a truly democratic society. People have turned to social media like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and many more to air their disgust at politicians, express their stand on social issues, criticize erring celebrities, or parody the high and mighty as conversations and voices of those who want to be heard. And in all this, there will be the well thought out postings, and there will be inanities, egotisms, and statement of bigotry hiding under the guise of free expression. We want to have a scenario where we can share and exchange well thought out texts, narratives, concepts, constructs, researches, studies, critiques to push for social transformation and a better society. As UPOU graduates, you have been equipped with the necessary cognitive and technical skills to navigate as well as connect with others in the web. You are in a good position to be exemplary members of the cyber community and also, of course, your communities. As online learners, your class outputs are often made open to the scrutiny not only of your teachers but also of your classmates. You are in a position to be the responsible, innovative, creative members of the country, together with critical thinking, as in this format, allowed your co-learners to scrutinize your ideas in a much more detailed manner. It also enabled you to respond to those questions and defend your stand on issues in a more organized and transparent way. In addition, the online discussions also require a certain level of decorum, which fosters ethical behavior and humility of thought. I therefore encourage everyone to be creative and responsible in the use of ICTs. As Filipinos, we have to be involved in public discourses. If we want our leaders to be always cognizant of our priorities as a people. To the young, the discourse has shifted from the plaza to the web. If we want our youth to be socially aware of the social, economic, political, and cultural issues affecting our nation, we have to create welcoming spaces in the web for such discourses. Not only that, we have to participate in these discourses in the way UPOU has trained you. Analytical but accessible. Truthful and authentic but not scathing. Creative and always inclusive. We have learned from the Arab Springs Revolution and even our own million people march in Luneta how social media can help galvanize people for social transformation. We Filipinos have been, have seen how social media can be tapped to inform people, organize relief efforts, and connect people to institutions in times of emergencies and natural disasters. We can form national and global communities as knowledge hubs. Social media has emerged as the communication medium of choice in mobilizing people disseminating information, and even alleviating suffering. And so I encourage everyone to use ICTs for creating social awareness, mobilizing people and institutions, and building networks for social development. It is not enough that we talk about important issues on the web. We have to think of ways to use these technologies to achieve social transformation. The web and all the social practices and institutions tied up to it offer vast opportunities to the most innovative. Analytics of big data are predicted to alter and redefine the way we conduct entrepreneurship and research and development. Open data are going to play a more crucial role in civic participation and governance. The open movement, including the copyleft and the Creative Commons, are giving rise to a new breed of entrepreneurs driven by a new set of values. We hope that in the years to come, all of you will carve your names and claim your spaces in these emerging fields. You can build on what you already have as a distance learner. Your ability to thrive in an environment of uncertainty, your openness to innovation and other people's ideas, and your proficiency in new and emerging technologies. Your graduation is the culmination of your years of hard work, discipline, persistence, and inquisitiveness. Totoo yun, ano? Okay ba? Nahirapan ba tayong lahat? Pinaglaban ba natin ang ating alam sa ating pagkuha ng ating mga edukasyon sa UPOU? And your diploma is an affirmation of the knowledge and skills you have acquired. Aside from being a testament to your acquired competencies, your diploma also bears the values of an academic institution that has helped make this education possible. The University of the Philippines Open University. And so, again, I encourage you to spread the culture of lifelong learning to your spheres of influence. Aside from being a testament to your acquired competencies, your diploma also bears the values of an academic institution that has helped make this education possible. The University of the Philippines Open University. I also encourage you to spread the culture of lifelong learning to your spheres of influence. If we can just help at least one member, ito napaka-importante po ito. This is how we will reach the whole nation. If there would be one person in every Filipino family that UP Open University will touch. This would certainly make a lot of difference to people's lives. Let me end this speech by quoting Alexander Tuason, a Master of Distance Education graduate who delivered the message on behalf of the UPOU graduating class of 2013. This was last year. Touch points tend to multiply in logarithmic fashion, to propagate itself as UPOU has touched us. So shall we become touch points ourselves as we practice the profession we have sought to enrich ourselves, and as we apply what we have learned to make our personal visions a reality. For we are now ambassadors of our professions. For we are now ambassadors of our beloved UPOU. For we, even without conscious effort, will touch minds and lives with our words and our actions. End of quote. On that note, aming mga minamahal na mga graduates, I would like to congratulate the UPOU graduating class of 2014 for a job well done. Mabuhay ang mga nagsisipagtapos ng UPOU. Mabuhay ang Universidad ng Pilipinas. Mabuhay! Mabuhay ang UPOU University!
Mabuhay!
Mabuhay tayong lahat!
Mabuhay!
Palakpakan po natin lahat ang ating mga graduates ng UPOU. Maraming salamat at magandang gabi po.